Hi friends, I'm Robert, product designer at Netflix, and today let's discuss how to write a case study for your design portfolio. So presentation is everything. Even the best design work can have a weak impression if presented poorly. The opposite is also true though. Your portfolio is a way to take control and create your story, to show your value and expertise. But creating a design portfolio can feel like never-ending work. Your case study should show as best as possible why you are the right choice over anyone else. So looking like everyone else is not doing you any favors. Your design portfolio needs to picture your strong sides and show why you're the right designer over other ones. Here are the some of the important things to address in your portfolio. So first of all, focus on showing the work that you really want to do. When it comes to crafting your case study, think about something that you actually enjoy doing. Not everything that you've done so far, but those projects that really represent the type of work that you want to do in the future. So the whole goal of the case study is to show what you're capable of doing and if there is a match with what your client or recruiter wants to do. So show off work that you're proud of and just remove projects that no longer match your skills. Consider your portfolio personas. So start with thinking about the image you want to create, the brand you want to make with your portfolio. And what's even more important, that person reading your case studies. Usually the first person to scan your portfolio is a recruiter. His job is to source qualified candidates and present them to the hiring manager. They are reviewing your case studies armed with the required skills, years of experience, some important keywords, and maybe specific industry experience. So your goal is to convince the person that you're the right pick for the job they have. They don't have a lot of time. They're pretty busy and drowning in candidate profiles. They have hundreds of them. You need to have a strong first impression so they would stop and spend more time looking through your portfolio before making a decision to contact you. Try to focus on what is really important. Start with the main point of your story first. What is really important and cool about your piece of work? Write down the story anchors and keep it brief. Because nobody really reads long case studies. People just scan them, look at images, and make a decision. Save an in-depth review of your design process for the on-site. Maybe the client is a really big one or your work had a really massive impact. Make sure it's properly highlighted in your case study. Don't bother following standard challenge, user journey, sketch, results, formula. Make your own that works for you. Also, no product designer is the same. Everyone has different strong sides and areas of interest in the design process. So, what are yours? This is a competitive advantage that sets you apart and an opportunity to highlight unique, role-relevant experience. Visuals are the core of your case study. And remember that people scan, they don't read. So, try to keep it brief and get faster to the point. You need to capture your reader's attention, as most likely they would be looking at your case study for less than a minute. Start with the story structure, key points, and then support it with visuals and add more text content where needed. Don't write too many details, and remember that you would have an interview for a full project overview. A UI is like a good cover for your book, so aesthetically pleasing presentation would always get people's attention. It sells. So think of your presentation as a project on its own and dedicate just enough time to make it. For some projects, I spent more than 20 hours just making the presentation. Next thing is provide context for the project. So project context is incredibly important when it comes to evaluating your expertise. It helps to describe what industry your company operates in and what challenges it faces. Why you've started this project in the first place. Summarizing that in a few sentences is a little effort that goes a long way. What was your role and area of responsibility you were hired to do? Mention the roles you played, especially if you went above and beyond the initial scope. This is important. Last but not least, who were you working with? Give them a credit and mention this explicitly. It is really hard to overestimate the importance of your portfolio and case studies. So try to spend some time and make them up to date and make sure to include the best projects and the projects that you really want to work on in future. Because that would really make a difference, because your dream clients or dream companies may not choose you because they haven't seen your best work. So good luck on that. And I really just scratched the surface there because there are so many things to talk about.